Hi, my name is June and I'm going to be talking on drinking in Wisconsin. Today, drinking is one of the largest in our nation. Wisconsin ranks number one at 21.8%. Minnesota is next, and North Dakota is third as far as drunk driving. Today, I'm not going to lecture you on not to drink because that's your choice. I'm just going to ask you to please think before you drink and be aware of what you're drinking and driving, the effects that it can have on you. It can be very costly, as well as there are health issues associated with drinking and driving. There are consequences that you will need to pay when you do drink and drive. 2 months ago, I received a phone call from my son, which is very devastating to even talk about today. My son had called me. He was in a drunk driving accident. I'm so glad that there was no other vehicle involved. He was leaving a party in Halley, and his buddy was with him. A deer happened to cut out in front of his vehicle. He swerved down into the ditch. His passenger's door clipped a tree and his vehicle rolled over. He said when he got out of the vehicle and was standing up on the roadside along with other bystanders who witnessed the accident and came over to help him and his buddy, he said he could never forgive himself if he had killed or injured anybody during this accident. My son has some consequences he will have to go through with what just happened for his first offense, drunk driving, as well as penalties, and now the new law that has gone in place in Wisconsin also. And then seeing 2 weeks later on the news of a teenager from Bloomer, an 18-year-old who was killed in a drunk driving accident where his car veered off the road, and seeing a case of beer next to his vehicle, it broke my heart. I can't imagine the devastation his family is going through after seeing that, after having this happen to them. I cannot fathom a day without my son. In fact, every weekend or day I'm without my son or don't hear from my son, there's not one day does not go by that I wonder, is my son okay? So it can be very devastating to your family as well as to other consequences that will play into effect with drunk driving, whether it's your first offense or second or fourth or whatever. So just please be aware, drinking and driving does not just affect you, it has other effects on other people as well as yourself. Today I'm going to talk to you about statistics on Wisconsin's drunk driving. I'm going to talk about the effects it has on your health as well as the new Wisconsin laws that are coming out. And I would like to give you an awareness of what drinking and driving can do to people. Wisconsin has the highest rate of drunk driving in the nation, and this was stated by the Department of Transportation, Consumer and Safety Protection. 44,000 people in Wisconsin were convicted of drunk driving last year alone. 26 adults surveyed admitted to being under the influence of alcohol this year. Alcohol-related crashes killed 238 people in Wisconsin and injured nearly 4,000 people in 2009. So how is Wisconsin cracking down on drunk driving today? Wisconsin's DUI laws are getting tougher, and this is stated by Allison B. of the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Fines are getting tougher. My son was unfortunately lucky. His fine is not too bad. However, fines can range anywhere from $150 to over $100,000 or more. Jail time. My son did have to spend 1 day in jail. Anytime your blood alcohol level, whether it's your first offense or not, if your blood alcohol is 0.18 or over, which my son's was 2, you need to spend 1 night in jail. That's automatic. Jail time can range anywhere from no jail time to up to 40 years imprisonment. License suspension. My son's license will be suspended for 6 months for his first offense. License suspension for anybody can be from 6 months to over 5 years to never getting your license back if there's repeat offenders. And the new law that Wisconsin has come out with as of July 1st, 2010 is called Act 100. What that is an IID, an ignition interlock device gets installed in your vehicle, which can be very, very much of a pain for any person to have to do. What an IID device is, once it's installed in your vehicle, anytime you step foot into that vehicle, before you start the engine, you have to blow into the IID device. If you blow into the IID device and your blood alcohol level is 0.818 or above, an alarm goes off and does not start your engine. So anytime you get in your vehicle, you need to blow into this device. Once your vehicle, if it's under the 0.18, your vehicle will start and allow you to drive off. However, be aware it can be very, very much of a pain, because as you are driving your vehicle, there's going to be a couple alarms that are going to go off, anywhere between 5 minutes to 30 minutes. Each time that alarm goes off, you need to, within so many minutes, blow into that tube, or else your horn will go off as well as your lights will go off, and it'll alert police that you have not taken that step when your alarm went off. However, once you do blow into that tube when you are driving, you need to be aware also, if you are drinking and driving and your blood alcohol changes from anywhere between 0 to 0.8 or about 1.8 or above, your car will shut off, your horn will sound, your lights will keep flashing, kind of like you're hitting your panic button on your automatic lock for your vehicle. And that will alert police that you are drinking and driving, which will cause more penalties and jail time, as well as suspension of license, and the list goes on. So please be careful of that also. The IID has to be installed on any vehicle you own, whether it's a truck, a car, motorcycle, or boat. So you need to go to the DMV and need to find out what vehicles are all under your name, because you can get penalties put against you for that also. Right now my son does have to talk to his ex-wife because his name is still on her vehicle, and get his name removed off that there. So there's a lot of paperwork involved with your first offense, drunk driving, as well as other offenses of drunk driving. Also, next I'm going to talk to you about the awareness of health problems that can be related to and associated with drinking. Chronic diseases such as pancreatitis and liver cirrhosis. Not to mention different cancers that can be affected, you can be affected by for excessive drinking, such as liver cancer, mouth cancer, larynx cancer, throat cancer, esophagus cancer, as well as high blood pressure and some psychological disorders. Not to mention unintentional injuries, which include motor traffic accidents, falls, drowning, burns, firearm injuries, violence, alcohol abuse, and even death. So in conclusion, Wisconsin has the highest rate of drunk driving in the nation, as statistics have proven. Not only are the consequences for drinking there, but it can also be very costly to drink and drive, and the effects of drinking can lead even to death. So please think before you drink. It could cost you your life, and as well as someone else's.